Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a really interesting unboxing to share with you guys. This is not something that I currently have. I don't have another knife like this in my collection. I've been very curious about this knife for a long time. And I thought, you know what, it's time. It's time to see what that thing's all about. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. This knife is available. I'll actually have links for the standard version of this knife down in the description. It'll go to Blade HQ. I think this released in like 2017. This is wild. This knife's been around for 9 years. I think the reason that I never picked it up, a lot of people have told me about it, like, this seems right up your alley. It's because I didn't trust it to be good. I'm going to be straightforward. I just thought, nah, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. It's just not going to be good. I've already been in this box. This box came in on a Friday evening when I was done recording, and of course I wanted to do a live stream. So by the time you're seeing this is probably weeks later since that live stream where I first showed this. But I've already been in it, so I don't have my organic, ooh, surprise. But I do have some initial thoughts for you guys. I'm not reviewing this product today, or I'm just going to give you my first impression. So what we have here is an AGA Campolin. And AGA Campolin, if you think, if you're like me, you think, an old school Italian swing guard or swivel bolster stiletto, right? Yeah. This is actually a modern. This is called Zero or Zero Plus, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, already been in here. So this is an Italian stiletto built more towards like modern standards. Here's what I expected. I expected all of the look and then really like sloppy fit and finish, and I'll tell you why. It's because like these that are made in the 2020s, like these modern ones, 2026, these old school Italian stilettos. They always look awesome, and they do. I love these. They're super cool. When I was a kid, I thought it was amazing. These things, like even when you get up into Latamas and you're paying $400, $500, $600, fit and finish compared to modern production knife making sucks. It's not well, depending on who you talk. No, it sucks. There are fit and finish issues like out the wazoo on these things. The construction is very subpar. There's blade play issues. There are like little polishing issues. Like, this is one of my nicest production old school stilettos. And I do love it. I appreciate it. I think, like, in the tiers of production, old school Italian stilettos, like, this one's a little better. Compared to a $40 Civivi knife. This is a joke. The fit and finish on these. I don't know what is wrong with the old Italian stiletto industry. I don't know what the deal is. It's like they all get together and go, so we're going to keep intentionally not making anything better, right? Like, that's a plan this year, guys? We're going to just keep making it pretty much the same crappy way we've been? All right. And then they shake hands and they just make them that way. I don't know what the deal is, but if you own this stuff, then you know. I was expecting that. This is neat. Flip this lever up here. And then you can feel its tension. The way you fire it, you push down and it deploys. And then it snaps back into place. This is really nice. It's about like on par with fit and finish that I'd expect. Everything lines up correctly. It's very solid. This was very surprising to me. Two things. Number one, there's actually a freaking tip on this. These are always rounded. People are like, well, it's because when you're attacking, you don't want it to get stuck in the bone. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. I mean, I believe you if you guys tell me. But this is my response to that. Give me a tip. I don't care. That's ridiculous. Give me a tip. These things are so freaking delicate. There are a million things that could happen to this knife under normal or abnormal circumstances that would destroy it or make it inoperable well before you're ever like, oh gosh darn it, I got it stuck in a bone again. These things are so silly and delicate. I mean, yeah, like obviously, it's sharp enough to do damage to somebody, right? But the whole rounding the tip thing is just obnoxious. That is a problem. That is something. That is a flaw, and it needs to be fixed. Even if it is an intentional flaw, that's a flaw and needs to be fixed. It needs to be gone. My custom from Burn Knives, it has a tip. He knows to put a tip on there. It's nice that they put a tip on this one too, right? Most knives have tips, including tactical knives that are designed for combat. That's a whole nother can of worms, but they have tips. So I don't really like that argument. Fit and finish on this thing is really nice. It really is, up to modern standards. The edge down here, while it is obviously a thick edge, is actually pretty nice. And even though it comes back to this, it's got this like unsharpened area. It's just like, the nature of the beast there, how it comes back. They actually sharpen that pretty straight. Now, I think this is a twist Damascus, and I have no idea what the composition actually is. But it looks nice. There's obviously a lot of layers in that pattern welded Damascus there. The power on it, which, another nice thing about this is that it can be adjusted. Unlike an old school Italian stilettos pinned together. I should say, can be adjusted easily, right? I'll take the modern way of doing this over the old school way because I can actually adjust the action. I can adjust, I can remove the scales and all of that. The way you disengage the blade, you push this lever down and then it comes back. And the amount, it's really kind of surprising because the force off of that leaf spring in there, it's quite a bit. But it doesn't necessarily fire with an insane amount of power. I mean, it's enough to deploy the blade. I think there's maybe just a lot of friction. I've thought about loosening up that pivot a little bit. But the way it is, there's absolutely zero blade play. Not only does the fit and finish of this knife check out, this thing appears to be built substantial. The build quality of this is absolute. This feels like a capable, durable knife. This feels like a decoration, and it's fine. I like it, But this is something that if you really wanted to carry a knife like this style, this is, it literally feels 10 times more durable. It's got a pocket clip. Unfortunately, it's set up for tip down, which I think in this case in particular, ouch, that thing's going to fight. This little tab, once it clicks into place, kicks back into your finger. In this case, I think that's bad. And here's why. I'm going to carry this up against the back right side of my pocket, right? So here's the position, right? If you can imagine where my leg is. If I accidentally decide to put it in my pocket like this, I probably won't, but who knows? And then I bump that enough for it to deploy in my pants. We talked about this on the live stream. This blade will be firing right towards my goods. So I don't like that. I don't think that that's very good. So it would have been nice to have a different option for the carry position. You can see there it sort of tabs into that carbon fiber. And I don't know, it doesn't look, we've got these little areas right here that look like everything can be switched around. I don't think so. It looks like maybe you could switch it around for lefty carry. I would be very surprised if that was actually the case. We have like a Arctic something or other carbon fiber. It's really nice. It is carbon fiber. And then this says limited edition for, I don't know if it's it is May of 2026. Pretty interesting knife, but absolutely, there is no blade play. The fit and finish is really good. The edge looks nice. It's not going to be insane. It's just pretty thick, right? Just with this style of blade. It's only sharp on one side, and that's, it would have to be the case because this unsharpened swedge is exposed in the closed position. It's really cool. The standard version of this knife is $230. I found them on Blade HQ. They are made in Italy, at least that's what they claim. I believe that to be true. It's G10 and N690. I don't know what the obsession is with some of these Italian production knife companies. I don't know what their obsession with N690 is. N690 is you see that, as often as you see M390, and they put it in the same price category. N690 is not a special steel. N690 is a steel that we see on usually between $100 and $150 on, like modern folding knives that are produced with the same types of machines as these in the same parts of the world and in the United States sometimes, right? Well, actually, I'm sorry. Usually you see them when they're like sub $100, they're made in China. But the steel feels out of place even at the $100 to $150 territory. It's just not really doing anything special, and it also is not really a standout steel at sub 100. Its main claim to fame is corrosion resistance, which is fine, kind of cool. I mean, it feels more like a budget steel than anything else when you look at the balance of stats. So, but you see it in a lot of Italian stuff. It is not going to hold an edge very long. I think it's reasonably tough and obviously pretty easy to touch up, but it's outclassed by a number of other steels, whether you're talking about steels that we find at the $200 to $300 territory or steels that you find at the sub $100 territory. There's just way too many things that are better in every category. So N690 is a really strange steel to me. It's bizarre that we see it so often. But my biggest issue is it's 2026. These AG Campolin Zeros are cool. If the standard model was G10 and Magna Cut, or G10 and S45VN, it would just be so much more compelling. It's just bizarre to me that it has to be N690. It can't be that that's their only, I think that's probably why you see so many of these things sitting at Blade HQ. Honestly, it's pretty cool. And it's not going to be, this is obviously going to create a disadvantage for the vast majority of people who carry it. This is a knife that is in the style of a classic stiletto, which was primarily designed as a street weapon, right? The reality of it is that the modern knife collector, for whatever reason they're actually buying it, will inevitably use it primarily as a tool. You may carry it with the idea of, if somebody decides to attack me today, well, they're going to be sorry. Okay, but you're still going to be using it, generally speaking, as a tool. And a blade like this will cut and slice, but the geometry is not going to make it easy on you. In fact, it's definitely going to fight you. I mean, even with paper here, it's going to fight you when you're doing simple things like breaking down cardboard boxes. So this is something that you carry really just because you enjoy the style of it. And I don't know. I hate opening up the self-defense thing because then you attract people come out of the ductworks to tell you what they think about it. But yeah, it is nice, and I really think that this would be a lot more popular if they had done a different steel, or if they started using a different steel. It's actually centered as well. I mean, or it's really, really close. I honestly did not. I don't. Is it? It's almost perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna call that centered, guys. I mean, that looks really good to me. So, you guys have heard me say this so many times. Like, the old school Italian stilettos, like that look clearly attracts people. I can go back and look at my YouTube shorts and a lot of the videos that I have on this channel that are super popular. And those old school swing guard or swivel bolster, the stilettos, when they're used in the thumbnail, people just go nuts for them. And whether they're complaining about them or whether they're like, oh, cool, they attract people. This style of knife is still very, very popular. And it's one of those things that's just like instantly recognizable worldwide. Why a certain chunk of the industry has not moved to make more knives in this style that are actually made with good modern materials and heat treated properly, why we don't see it more. We see it sometimes. There's a couple of things. Protex did one. There's a but like, I feel like we should see 10 times that. Especially, I still don't know that I've seen, at least as far as a production knife goes, a true modern swing guard. I think I've seen one, maybe. Is it like the Phantom or something like that? But that's it. It's really mostly just this, swivel bolster style. It's not even a swivel bolster. It's just in the style of it. So this is close. I think this would be way, 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 way cooler if they would just use, a steel that was more popular, more capable, had better edge retention. I'd also really like to know what the heck this Damascus is. This is neat, though. I am glad that I bought it. It's kind of a beefy boy. Steel for the frame. I think we've got some aluminum up here for these, bolsters. But if you want a knife in this style that you can actually carry, watch out for that lever, that you can actually carry and use, and it's, going to hold up at least as far as the construction goes. This feels really good. But I just feel like it falls short of what I really want it to be. I am happy that I picked this up. I did buy this from PVK, this Damascus one. And it has itched a very interesting itch for me. So I hope that, if you've ever been curious about this, I hope that this video maybe helped out a little bit. I will return with a full review. I'll pocket this and actually carry it and give you guys my thoughts, but I think I know how it's going to go. It is cool, though. I'm still glad that I bought it. It's neat. It's very satisfying to put the blade back down and close it. It clicks, and it feels like there's so much tension. It feels like it's just going to explode. I don't know. Maybe messing with the pivot will help out. I'll let you guys know how it goes in the review. But that's going to be it from me today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex. So I'll go right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.